Hey there, and welcome! Have you ever really thought about what your specific birthday says about you? Well, today we are doing a deep dive, unpacking the complete cosmic and numerological blueprint for one very special day. So let me just ask you straight up. Were you born on December 2nd? Because if the answer is yes, you are in exactly the right place. We're about to get into everything that makes you, well, you. You see, you've got this incredible combination going on. On one hand, you're the bold, adventurous archer of the zodiac. But on the other, you have this deeply intuitive and gentle heart. And it's that mix that makes you so unique. I mean, if we had to sum you up in just a few words, these would be it. Optimistic, adventurous, intelligent, and of course, free-spirited. These aren't just buzzwords. They are the very core of who you are. So let's dig into where all these amazing traits come from. All right, first things first, let's look up at the stars. We're going to start with your cosmic blueprint. This is really the foundation, the astrological energy that gives you that signature bold Sagittarian fire. So at your core, you are a true Sagittarius. Your symbol is the archer, right? Always aiming for something new, something on the horizon. This is what gives you that natural curiosity, that constant search for growth. You're definitely the one in the room always thinking, okay, that was great. What's next? And your ruling planet, it's the biggest one in the solar system, Jupiter. Now, Jupiter is the planet of expansion, luck, and just pure optimism. It's the engine behind your biggest dreams and that positive energy people love about you. It's what fuels your desire to travel and learn, and it gives you that incredible knack for bouncing back from pretty much anything. And to complete that cosmic picture, we've got your element, fire. And we're not talking about a little flicker here. This is a dynamic, creative bonfire. This is where your passion comes from, your confidence, that restless energy. It's the very thing that lets you make those quick snap decisions. But hang on, that fiery, adventurous spirit? That's only half the story. Now, we need to talk about the other key piece of the puzzle, your intuitive counterbalance, that gentle heart you have beating inside. And this right here, this says it all. You've got all that Sagittarian boldness on the outside, but it's perfectly balanced by a surprisingly soft and sensitive interior. And you know what? That's not a contradiction. It's your superpower. So, you might be wondering, where does that softer side come from? Well, numerology has the answer. Because you were born on the 2nd of the month, you're deeply influenced by the number 2. And this number is all about things like cooperation, intuition, and diplomacy. It's the source of your incredible emotional intelligence and your ability to really tune in to how other people are feeling. Just look at how this breaks down. On one side, you've got that Sagittarian fire, bringing the boldness, the passion, the adventure. But on the other side, you've got the number 2's intuition, bringing empathy, diplomacy, and sensitivity. It's this incredible, beautiful balance of confidence and genuine compassion. Okay, so what happens when you mix that Sagittarian fire with this deep, intuitive core? Well, you get the complete picture. And that means a set of amazing strengths. And yeah, a few unique challenges too. Your strengths really are a direct result of this blend. You're warm and friendly. That's that number 2 energy. But you're also super adventurous and optimistic because you're a Sagittarius. Your intuition is a powerful guide. Your honesty makes you incredibly trustworthy. And your generosity, it makes you an absolutely fantastic friend to have. But, of course, that same powerful mix can create some challenges. That same fire that makes you so passionate, it can also make you a bit impatient and, let's be honest, easily bored. And that number 2 sensitivity can sometimes lead to overthinking your emotions, while your honesty can sometimes be maybe a little too blunt. The key to it all is just being aware of it. This brings us to a really crucial piece of advice for anyone born on December 2nd. You are so open-hearted, but you have to be careful not to give too much of yourself to people who just don't deserve it. Your generosity is a gift, and it needs to be paired with the wisdom to know who's worthy of it. Okay, so we know who you are. Now let's get practical and see how this all plays out in some of the biggest areas of life: love, money, and career. How do you navigate your path? When it comes to love, you kind of want it all, and hey, that's totally okay. You're romantic and playful, but you also crave those deep, meaningful conversations. You are fiercely loyal once you commit, but you absolutely need your freedom and your space. The perfect partner for you is someone who gets that, someone who respects your need for both deep connection and independence. So who's most likely to get you? Well, your best matches are often your fellow fire signs, like Aries and Leo. They just get your passion. But you can also find an amazing connection with air signs like Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. They totally meet your need for that mental stimulation and adventure. Now, let's talk money. You're a pretty fascinating mix here. Jupiter gives you that knack for spotting opportunities and, yeah, a little bit of extra luck. You've got a natural entrepreneurial spirit. The challenge, that fiery impulsiveness can definitely lead to some risky spending. Your key to financial success is balancing that powerful gut instinct with just a little bit of planning. And please, don't ever forget your secret weapon. That number 2 intuition is your ultimate guide. When you really learn to listen to that quiet inner voice, it will almost always point you toward the right business deals and the best opportunities. You've got to trust it. This all leads us to your ideal career path. Look, you can't be put in a box. It's just not going to work. You need freedom, you need growth, and you need to feel like what you're doing matters. Whether it's in a creative field like writing, a leadership role like being an entrepreneur, or a knowledge-based path like teaching or coaching, you thrive when you get to explore, inspire, and communicate. So let's bring this all together. We've looked at your stars, your numbers, and how it all plays out in your life. What it all comes down to is embracing your unique identity as a true explorer. This is the absolute essence of who you are. You're not just exploring the world on a map. You are constantly exploring new ideas, big philosophies, and the depths of the human heart. It's a journey of the world, the mind, and the soul. And that brings us to our final question, which is really a question for you. Knowing that you are this incredible, unique blend of fiery adventure and deep intuition, what will you explore next?